Hello, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Chat with Camille. This is your hostess, Camille. Today's topic is on famous Americans, FBAs, who have died or passed away in 2024. And I am doing rather many bios on these different famous Americans. Okay, so today we are featuring O.J. Simpson. His full name is actually Orenthal James Simpson. Okay. Now, before we get started, I'd like you guys to know that currently my current subscriber support is 369. It may have gone up to 379. And then my subscriber goal is for this month is 500 subscribers. I'd like to thank you all for August 3rd because my likes went up into it went to 1700 on one video, and that was my review, my Tyler Perry review. Okay, so thank you so much for that. And then just make sure, please, to subscribe, to like, subscribe, share, and also comment. Anytime you want to, just leave me comments. I read every one of them. Okay, and this is being broadcast on YouTube and also Facebook today. Okay, so let's get into our topic. Okay, our list of RIPs, that stands for Rest in Peace, Remembering Influential Foundational Americans, Part 1, Angela Bofield, Joe Bean Bryant, Orenthal James Simpson, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, artist Faith Ringgold, saxophonist Casey Benjamin, Sarah Ann Shaw, professional athlete Vontae Davis, professional actor Louis Gossett Jr., Galen Kane, Dory Lanner, gospel singer Sandra Crouch, and John Mitchell, Reverend James Lawson, and coined the first grandmother Marian Robinson. Okay, so our influential person that we're going to start off on this part one of our mini documentary, is on O.J. Simpson. He was born in 1917, the trailblazer who carved his name in history as an inaugural player to conquer over 2,000 yards in a single NFL season. He transcended to the great beyond on what transcended means is that he passed away, okay? On April 10th, 2024, succumbing to the grasp of cancer, according to his family or kin. At the age of 76, his legacy echoes through the annals of time. Please like and subscribe and like. O.J. Simpson was a professional football player, sports broadcaster, actor, and also, I left out, executive producer. Orenthal James Simpson was nicknamed OJ and or the Juice. He is a former American football running back, broadcaster, actor, producer. He gained fame for his outstanding football career, first at the University of Southern California, or USC, where he won the Heisman Trophy in 1968, and then in the NFL. He played primarily for the Buffalo Bills from 1969 to 1977 and later for the San Francisco 49ers from 1978 to 1979. In 1973, Simpson became the first NFL player to rush for over 2,000 yards in a single season, holding a record for the highest yards per game average in a season. He was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1983 and the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1985. After retiring from professional football, Simpson pursued a career in acting and football broadcasting. However, his public life was later overshadowed by legal troubles, most notably his acquittal in the highly publicized 1995 trial for the fatalities of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and Ron Goldman. In 2008, Simpson was convicted and sentenced for armed robbery and kidnapping, serving 9 years before being released on a on where was it? Sorry, released on parole in 2017. Sorry about that. I couldn't see my words. Okay. Please like and subscribe. Movies starring O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson's acting career was quite prominent in the 1970s and 1980s, especially with his recurring role in the Naked Gun series, which has remained a notable part of his filmography. He appeared in several films during his acting career, which included both dramatic and comedic roles. Some of the notable movies include Naked Gun series, The Naked Gun, The Naked Gun 2.5, The Naked Gun 33.5, The Towering Inferno, Capricorn 1, The Cassandra Crossing, Firepower, The Klansman, Goldie, and The Boxer. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Mr. Simpson has 67 credits in acting. Okay. And so I just listed all the movies that he had been in. And then Mr. Simpson had 4 credits as executive producer. Again, 67 credits in acting. He produced the 1981 Goldie and the Boxer Go to Hollywood. He was executive producer 1983 Cocaine and Blue Eyes. Executive producer 1980 Detour to Terror. Executive producer 1979, Goldie and the Boxer. Here is a scoreboard, and if you have a chance to freeze the frame, please check out his record when he was a professional football player. Okay, it's quite impressive. Thank you. O.J. Simpson's personal and legal life. Family matters. His first wife was Marguerite Simpson. O.J. Simpson has been married twice. He has 4 children. His first marriage to Marguerite L. Whitley produced 3 children, one which was Arnell, Jason, and Aaron. Aaron tragically passed away as a toddler. His second marriage to Nicole Brown Simpson produced 2 children, which are Sydney and Justin. Okay, so please like and subscribe. And then I also put in the images of his first wife, Marguerite, who was very lovely, as well as his second wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, who was lovely also. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. All right, now we're going to get into the trial of the century. The homicide of Nicole Brown Simpson, along with her friend Ron Goldman, was one of the most infamous criminal cases in American history. Here are the key details, okay? So the background, the victim was Nicole Brown Simpson, who was the ex-wife of O.J. Simpson. The other victim was Mr. Ron Goldman. He was, I think they said he was a friend of Nicole Brown Simpson. The date of the fatalities was June 12, 1994. Location happened in Brentwood. The discovery was the victims were found outside of Nicole Brown Simpson's condominium. Okay, and this goes into the details, so I'm not going to actually do that, and I do encourage you to just read the discovery details if you like, okay? The suspect was O.J. Simpson, who was at the time Nicole's ex-husband, and he just became the prime suspect. Because of their tumultuous relationship, it was marked by allegations of domestic violence and it was well documented. Evidence was key pieces of evidence that included, and so they go into the key pieces of evidence. When you say evidence, just meaning what was found at the crime scene or at the crime scenes, plural. All right, and that's it for that one. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, had to make sure. Okay, the murders or fatalities and the aftermath. There was a civil trial in 1997. The families of Brown and Goldman the victims' families, they filed a civil lawsuit against O.J. Simpson, where he was found liable for wrongful death, and they were awarded $33.5 million in damages. The public reaction to the verdict divided public opinion, with many seeing it as a miscarriage of justice, while others viewed it as a victory against systemic racial biases in the criminal justice system. The cultural and legal impact was that Mr. Simpson's trial had a profound impact on American culture and the legal system. Media coverage. The trial was one of the first to be extensively televised, setting a precedent for future high-profile cases. Racial tensions. The trial also highlighted and exacerbated racial tensions in the United States, with differing views often falling along racial lines. Legal reforms. The case led to discussions and reforms in evidence handling, jury selection, and the use of DNA evidence in criminal trials. Okay, so then after that, there are a list of additional resources. Okay. Okay, so later, O.J. Simpson was charged with multiple felonies. The incident had taken place out in the Palace Station Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada. The nature of this crime was O.J. Simpson and a group of men entered a hotel room to retrieve sports memorabilia that Simpson claimed had been stolen from him. During the confrontation, two of Simpson's accomplices brandished firearms. So the charges were armed robbery, kidnapping, assault with deadly weapon, conspiracy to commit a crime. Legal proceedings and trial. Simpson and his co-defendants were tried in 2008. The trial garnered significant media attention, partly due to Simpson's infamous 1995 acquittal in the murder trial of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ronald Goldman. The conviction happened on October 3rd, 2008, exactly 13 years to the day after his acquittal in the murder trial. Simpson was found guilty on all charges. Sentencing was on December 5th, 2008, and he was sentenced to 33 years in prison with eligibility for parole after 9 years. Okay, so he was paroled and released, by the way. All right, let's see. So O.J. Simpson was granted parole on July 20th, 2017, after serving almost 9 years of his sentence. He was released from Lovelock Correctional Center in Nevada. And then the severity of the charges and the circumstances surrounding the case led to Simpson's conviction and imprisonment. The incident was widely viewed as a stark contrast to his previous high-profile trial. All right, so now this is the arrest and trial. The case had a significant impact on American society, highlighting issues of race, celebrity, and criminal justice system. There was a famous car chase. Okay, this is from the first trial, okay, not the second one. There was a famous car chase, okay. Then the trial itself, it lasted from January till October of 1995, and it was one of the most publicized criminal trials in history. It was also referred to as the trial of the century. The defense team included, they were also called, O.J. Simpson's defense team was coined the Dream Team. It included Robert Shapiro, Johnny Cochran, F. Lee Bailey, Alan Dershowitz, and others. And then there were key arguments. The defense argued that the evidence was mishandled and contaminated by the police. They also suggested that Simpson was framed by racist police officers, particularly Detective Mark Furman. And the verdict had come in. He was found not guilty. Okay, O.J. was found not guilty for the fatalities of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. All right, and then I want to discuss the aftermath. All right, so let's go on. I'm not going to do it on this part of the presentation. I'm actually going to do it, I think, on the next slide. Yeah, the aftermath. This one's called The Goldmans and R.I.P. Fred Goldman was just so you all know, Fred Goldman was the father of one of the victims by the name of Ron Goldman. He had filed a $117 million creditor claim against O.J. Simpson's estate recently. This action is part of his ongoing efforts to collect the amount awarded in 1997 civil judgment, which held Simpson responsible for the wrongful deaths of Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson. Despite multiple attempts to collect, Fred Goldman has stated that Simpson's estate has not paid the owed amount, which has grown significantly due to interest. All right, and I didn't want to say rest in peace to the victims, Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman. Okay. Please like and subscribe and like. Thank you. Okay, the Metzaluna murders. Did someone else take the life of Nicole Brown Ron Goldman, Michael Neggs, and Brett Cantor. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but goes into bullet points about several murders that happened at the restaurant that Ron Goldman worked in. Okay, so one of the first murders was Michael Negg. He was a waiter there, an aspiring actor who was tragically murdered in Hollywood on September of 1995. He was shot in the head during an attempted robbery while withdrawing money from an ATM. Okay, and then there was like one witness that was Michael Negg's girlfriend. All right, the next one was Brett Cantor. Brett Cantor was indeed connected to the Messaluna restaurant as well. He worked there, and this is notable because Messaluna was also where Ron Goldman worked and where Nicole Brown Simpson had her last meal before her fatality. The similarities in the violent deaths of Cantor, Goldman, and Nicole Brown Simpson have led to speculation about potential connections among these cases, although no definitive link has been established by authorities. Okay, let's go on to the next one. All right, folks, thank you so much for listening to this presentation, Coffee Chat with Camille. This page that has just come up is the credit or sources that I used in order to put the details of Mr. Simpson's life together. Okay? Excuse me. All right, and subscriber goal is for August, September is 500. I'm actually currently, at 392, right? So please subscribe, folks. Thank you so much for your support. And also, let me go ahead and put my banner up because in my banner, I have my copyright disclaimer, my Cash App as well for donations, and my allegedly disclaimer as well. Okay, the allegedly disclaimer for Coffee Chat with Camille. All right, thank you all so very much for listening to this broadcast of Coffee Chat with Camille. And don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out if you haven't already. Bye for now, everyone.